Hello everyone, I'm Carthu and welcome back to the dojo. Today, I wanted to discuss the latest batch of Dragon Ball Super episode spoilers. As we come to the final 5 episodes of the series, it's about time we check what those episodes might entail. So, as always, I didn't do this yesterday when all these spoilers came out, because I wait to make sure every single spoiler is out, so I'm not making 10 videos about things and updating you every, hour with a new video on the spoilers. That's dumb. Let's just wait for everything to be out there and have a giant discussion about everything all in front of us at once. And like I do every time, I'm going to go through episode by episode, not batch by batch. What I mean is, I'm not going to go by magazine for magazine to give you the spoilers. I'm just going to go, okay, these are all for episode 127, these are all for episode 128, and these are all for episode 129. That's what we have. This is what I'm reading you in that order. And we'll discuss the episodes individually that way. Also, these are spoilers. It's the last 5 episodes of the series. These are the first 3 of the last 5. So, these are big episodes leading to the end of the Tournament of Power and the end of Dragon Ball Super as a whole. If you do not want to be spoiled for the end of Dragon Ball Super, turn off this video. I will hopefully have something out tomorrow. Not hopefully. It's like 99% done. Just this had to get done first. I will have a video out tomorrow for you that will be much more in line with spoiler-free territory. Alright? So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Dragon Ball Super Episode 127. The Looming Obstacle. Pinning hope on a final barrier. Son Goku, Vegeta, and 17 face off against Jiren 3-1. But Jiren's fierce attacks heavily injure all 3. 17 then creates numerous barriers in an attempt to protect Goku and Vegeta. But, now, spoiler number 2. The title is of course the same, I won't be repeating those. Universe 7, Son Goku and Vegeta face off against Jiren, despite being injured head to toe. But their attacks have absolutely no effect on Jiren, and the two just steadily wear themselves out. Meanwhile, after observing the situation for a while, Universe 7's 17 stealthily approaches Jiren. Alright, so those are the 2 spoilers that we have, the 2 summaries. This is obviously going to be an Android 17-centric episode. He does something big, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, he's gonna get eliminated. That is confirmed in the next batch of spoilers. I told you, these are big spoilers. So, episode 128 spoilers are gonna confirm to you that this is the episode where 17 gets knocked out. He's stealthily approaching Jiren, possibly trying to do the same thing he did against Topo. It's unknown at this point. He might try to do that barrier attack. I think what's more interesting is we have confirmation that Vegeta and Goku are injured head to toe. I've had people telling me that Goku's not injured, he's just out of breath. What? No, he's injured. He's injured. So is Vegeta. So is 17. They're injured, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, it's not like they're just, taking attacks and they're getting out of breath because they're not injured. No, they're not broken limbs or anything, but they're injured, alright? You don't have to have a broken limb or, can't be able to stand to be injured. So, realistically, this episode's probably just gonna be a lot of Jiren showing off his true strength, slapping around Goku and Vegeta, it sounds like, and 17 basically trying his best to keep those 2 in because he knows they're his best chance of survival and the best chance of Universe 7's victory. So yeah, overall, this episode is actually not that surprising. It's really exactly what we expect at this point. I said for a long time, 17's been in for a while. But if you notice, there's something that's not talked about in this batch of spoilers, and it's not talked about in episode 128 or 129. So we will definitely be talking about that little fact when we're done with all 3 episodes. But keep an eye out for it. Did you figure out what it is? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Alright, episode 128. This is one that a lot of people are looking forward to, as well as 129. Those seem to be 2 big episodes of the month. By the way, these are of course every episode for the month of February. Only 3, because one of the weeks is off for Dragon Ball Super. With noble pride to the end, Vegeta falls. If that title doesn't give it all away. Vegeta is nearly at his physical limit, and now fighting through sheer willpower. But Jiren closes in for the finishing blow. So only Universe 7's Goku and Universe 11's Jiren remain in the arena. Before long, a certain change comes over Goku's eyes. Next we have, thanks to 17 sacrificing himself to assist them, Goku and Vegeta have evaded Jiren's attack. However, Goku collapses from exhaustion, leaving Vegeta to face Jiren alone. Yeah. And the big one. The invincible man Jiren. When Vegeta challenges him, what is his fate? Seeing Goku injured head to toe, Vegeta faces off against Jiren on his own. While being hit by Jiren's fierce attacks, Vegeta still holds on to his Saiyan pride? Goku this week, entranced watching Vegeta's battle. Goku diligently observes Vegeta's battle. What feelings well up inside him? And can he recover his stamina by the time he fights Jiren? So these are the big ones. Alright, we got out the big boys right now. Big things to talk about. Of course, Goku is more injured than Vegeta. This makes sense. Goku's done a lot more than Vegeta, not in terms of, sheer fight quantity, but sheer pummeling taking. I mean, he did get bashed by, Hit and Kefla for a good amount of time. Probably makes sense that he's a little weak. Vegeta, on the other hand, really his big, issue came from Jiren himself, the main man. Topo didn't do much to him. So it makes sense that Goku, needs to recover, and especially if he's getting, battered in this week's episode 127, that makes even all the more sense. So yeah, like I said, these are, very true to what should be happening, but there is something more important here, and no, it's not what I said earlier. Yes, 17 gets eliminated in the next episode of Super. Like I said, it's expected. Same with the revelation that Vegeta's getting eliminated this episode. He lasted way longer than a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought, it was Gohan going towards the end, or, Goku would have, a bunch of the final action. Vegeta's really only 3 episodes out from the last episode of Super. Okay? Probably 2 episodes out from the last episode of the tournament. Crazy. Vegeta's doing fine. Vegeta has nothing to worry about. He had a great run. Good for him. He had a great tournament lifespan. And he did excellent work in this tournament. Much better than I would have given him credit for going into this thing. But the real important thing here, guys, is Goku's entranced watching Vegeta's battle. And it's not that he's, entranced in a way like, oh, I'm, interested in this fight. It says feelings well up inside him. Something terrible will happen. We know this from a spoiler, if you want to call it that. It was really a promo material from back in, the summer of last year. And in that poster that said something terrible will happen and the work of the gods is over, we find out that Goku gets Ultra Instinct, right? That was the first time we saw Ultra Instinct, the form, and we saw it from the back with the shirtless and the different aura. Mastered Ultra Instinct is what we expect it to be as of now, and it seems like the something terrible that happens is Vegeta. A lot of you guys have commented this to me, that it would be Vegeta. Congrats to you. You guys did it. You called it better than I did. I was really sure it wouldn't be Vegeta. I just thought there wasn't enough there, but it seems like it will be. And what feelings can well up inside of Goku during this time of observation? Maybe he feels, what I predicted a long time ago, the weight of his actions, the responsibility, the fact that Vegeta is fighting because of something. But why am I fighting? Jiren is fighting because of something, getting stronger for a purpose, to get something that requires so much strength to get. Vegeta is fighting to protect the ones he loves, the pride he has, and the honor that he's established, his relationship with Kaba, the, need to see Universe 6's Saiyans and their civilization and their king and how they prospered in this time without Frieza and without barbarians and on their original planet, not even Vegeta. It's pretty insane to think that Goku might be watching this fight and saying to himself, this is something I'm not doing. I'm not fighting with purpose. I'm not fighting to the fullest extent of my abilities because I'm not fighting with purpose. And I think that's very likely to happen as of this preview. Other people have said this is how he learns the attack portion of Ultra Instinct. I'd take it as both, to be honest, guys. If I were you, play your cards safely. It's probably both. He's probably going to realize something about how Vegeta is attacking Jiren, and he's going to learn something. He's going to figure out something that Vegeta has that he doesn't. And he's going to figure out how to do it. And he's going to figure out how to fight for a reason. He's proud of Gohan, remember? He's been proud like the last 2 episodes of Super, or like 2 before the last one. He's been proud. He's had love of his family that was shown in the Future Trunks arc where Chi-Chi and Goten got killed and he raged. He has things he can fight for. He just has to realize they're there. And once he realizes that, he'll unlock the next level of Ultra Instinct. Speaking of the next level of Ultra Instinct then, let's jump to the one summary we have for episode 129 of Dragon Ball Super. There were more spoilers, quote-unquote, for 129, but really they were just titles, the same title that we have here. So I'm just going to read the one with the summary, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Transcending the Limit. Mastering Ultra Instinct. 2 minutes remain in the Tournament of Power. At last, only Goku and Jiren remain in the arena. Goku is stuck in a tough fight against Jiren's overwhelming attacks, but just then, Goku's pupils start shining silver. So, in an episode 128 summary, we see that it says that Goku goes Ultra Instinct there, and in this 129 it's saying he goes Ultra Instinct here. Whatever it is, he probably will go in 129, or it'll be like the Kefla thing where he goes at the end of the episode 128, and then that gets pushed into the next episode. A big thing of note here, guys, is a lot of people are saying 2 minutes left in the tournament. Most episodes take 2 minutes, right? And that means this is probably the last episode of the tournament and 2 episodes of wrap-up. It doesn't seem to be the case. There's a few reasons for this. One, the recent episodes of Dragon Ball Super, since we've hit about the 7-minute mark, I think, have been going 1 minute per episode. So, 2 minutes means 2 episodes. More importantly than that, though, the more obvious thing. 2 of Super's best animation supervisors, Naoki Tate and Manabe, are nowhere on the staff list. So, these 2 high-end supervisors who've had plenty of time since their last rotation into the cycle are not in the cycle for the month of February when they should be. That means they're probably being saved for a big episode. The second episode of March, episode 130, the finale of the fight between Goku and Jiren, presumably. If they're being saved for that, I would not be surprised, and that would lead to probably one of the best looking fights we've ever seen. Don't be surprised if Takahashi makes an appearance, not in the art style that you've come to love him by, but definitely making an appearance. And Shida is of course known to be on one of the finale episodes of this arc. Most likely not 129, most likely 130. So, there are probably 2 episodes of Goku fighting Jiren. What a way to end it. And I'm hoping it has the real push of limitations and, what this staff can do. It really shows what they can do. The animation staff, I should say. Because I really think they deserve to be in the spotlight and really show that they can pull off amazing things if their minds are put to it, like they did in the special. We could have a new 1 hour special basically with 129 and 130 potentially. More likely 130 though than 129 based on staffing alone. So you guys may be wondering, what was I talking about at the beginning of this video with the first batch of spoilers for the episode 127 spoilers? What's missing? What don't we see anywhere? And that's being completely overlooked by these spoilers. Frieza is nowhere to be found. That's right. There's not a mention of him. He wasn't in the end of the last episode of Super 126 when they did that final shot of 3v1. They're calling this a 3v1, a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1, but not counting Frieza. Where is Frieza? It seems like Frieza is in hiding, hoping that Goku and Jiren knock each other out so he can go in for the win, or at the very least Jiren or Goku tire each other out so that way he can knock the winner out of the arena, and thus win the Super Dragon Balls. At this point, I would not be surprised if the tournament ends with Frieza winning, and Dragon Ball Super overall ends with Frieza making some sort of crazy wish. Just be prepared for that potential ending, because it seems like the one that's going to happen after seeing all these spoilers of today. Anyway, guys, that's really it. The big spoilers are honestly for 128, that's what we had the most summaries for. 127's expected, it's this weekend's episode, and 129 is also expected. So 28 having that big reveal about Goku, I think, makes it the most important summary of all. But that's just my opinion, guys. So what do you guys think? Leave your opinions and counterpoints in the comments down below, and subscribe if you want more Dragon Ball videos. But for now, video outro!